Hello, hello, friends. It is Dion with the Blushing Mint again, here to do another quick craft and chat video with you guys. You can kind of see the makings for what I've got in my little brain here. I've got some coffee dyed envelopes that I had dyed previously, and I've got some pretty nature floral napkins. I've got a simple text stamp, some watered down glue, basically 2 parts glue, 1 part water. I've got my brush, got my little Scentsy spatula. These things are amazing. They're really supposed to be for like digging the wax out of your Scentsy wax melting pot, but yeah, no, they work great in the craft shed for decoupage. A file and some stamps. And what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be just making some envelopes to add into my journals that I've got that I'm working on right now. I'm working on kind of a purple woodland themed one and then a couple nature ones. And I also need a few as I get ramped up, starting to stock up my website with items. And so anyway, I thought I might as well just bring you guys along with me for my little ride here, my little adventure. And this is a take from Artie Mays. I'm sure others do it. She just happens to be the one that I saw doing it first, and I love her. I love her technique, and so she's the one I'm giving credit to because that's where I saw it. So anyway, so this is just a take on Artie Mays's decoupaged decorated envelopes. And so the first thing you have to do, of course, is you need to separate the layers of your napkins. I have some pretty high quality napkins here, and so mine are, I think, all three layer napkins, because you want to get down to just that one single layer of printed napkin. And my method is really scientific. I simply use masking tape and I just peel away those layers. Now, you can keep these other layers of napkin if you wish. They can be used for texture on other projects, but I don't know that I'll be keeping mine. I have so many already, so I think I'll probably just get rid of mine, but you are certainly welcome to keep them for, like I said, other projects. You just never know. You just never know. And you can reuse your tape as long as it will continue to rip those layers off for you. This is just the easiest method I know. So there we go. Just got to get it started. That's the most important thing. Get that layer peeling away, and then it just peels so easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm sorry this is boring, I know, but I want to get these layers peeled away first, and then I can get these extras off my desk and out of my hair, so they're not cluttering up my already cluttered desk. So you can start at the edge, or like that one, I just started in the middle, and they just peel away. I love these envelopes. These napkins. I got 2 of this one, and I certainly don't need 2, so I'm gonna set one of those aside to go back into my napkin stash. I have tons and tons of napkins. I really probably should package up like 10 different napkins in a pack and put those on my website, because I have certainly got an abundance of napkins. We don't have a Tuesday morning or anything around here, but this is kind of funny. One day, gosh, we were on vacation, my husband and I believe we were with my daughter. And I want to say we were in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. And there was a Tuesday morning there. Now, mind you, we had to fly to Florida. I live in Montana. So we had to fly to Florida. We flew to Florida. And we discovered this little Tuesday morning store there. And I went in and, oh my gosh, all the crafting supplies they had. So while I was there, I bought a suitcase. And I proceeded to fill the suitcase with items from Tuesday morning, and I I brought them all back in an extra suitcase on the plane home because we didn't have a Tuesday morning, and I had never seen one, but I've heard all the great crafters talking about them, so yes, I understood exactly what the hype was all about. And I literally ended up bringing a suitcase, an extra suitcase home full of crafting supplies. Who does that? Yep, me. My husband, thank God he is the person that he is, because he just smiled and laughed and hauled my suitcase out to the car and up to the airport. Bless him. Bless him. I tell you, I am a lucky girl. So anyway, all right, let us get started here. I think I'm going to lay down a piece of parchment here, just because when I'm gluing, I am not necessarily the neatest little gluer girl. So anyway, basically the process is you decoupage how you so desire on your little envelopes, and I am going to find my water brush here just because it does make it a little bit easier to get some of these elements off of the napkin, because you really don't want to have a lot of the white showing on your napkins when you are doing decoupage. It's kind of like a clear giveaway that, you know, it wasn't a part of your project. So it's nice to use that water brush or a paintbrush, a little damp paintbrush or something like that works just as well. But for this little nature journal that I'm working on, it's some purples and browns, and I just think this napkin with all of its colors is going to be perfect for an envelope to include in that journal. So I'm going to just separate out these little elements here is all I'm doing. Oh, my sun's going down. Let me change my lighting here a little bit. Sorry, my phone rang and had to answer it. All right, so yeah, I just feel like this is such pretty elements to add to an envelope that I can tuck into that journal. So I'm just gonna separate out these little elements here. I love this process. This is a fun, very relaxing process. Once you get started on it, it just all kind of just goes together. And Andrea from Artie Mays makes it so easy, which I think Andrea makes everything seem so easy. I swear she's like an effortless crafter. I know she probably doesn't think that she is, but it sure feels that way. When you're watching her, she just makes the processes seem so effortless and easy. It's fun to watch her and to listen to her. I enjoy her a lot. So anyway, so that's where this little idea came from. So anyway, so now you just so this is like I said, the glue and water ratio. You can use Mod Podge. You can use whatever you have that you like. This ratio does work really well, and so I just stick with it. Again, it's 2 parts glue to 1 part water, and you just tuck everything right onto your envelope wherever you'd like. And always make sure that you do your flap. Don't forget that the flap is a part of your envelope. You definitely want to make sure that that is decorated as well. And these envelopes, when they go into a journal, they can go in as like tucks. They can go in, you can pin them into a journal, paper clip them, or pin them into your journals. You can use them as like a tuck spot. They're really multifunctional. I often tend to use an envelope as the center of my signature, in the center of the signature of my journal. And then you can fold it over and you can glue this edge here and tuck your threads and whatnot in there, and then you can use this on one side as a tuck and this on the other side decorative. You can leave it open and have your journal cards in there. So there's just a lot of flexibility with how you can use these. So anyway. So yeah, but I love this. I love this process, the process of doing these envelopes. They're fun. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, wrong brush. Right medium, wrong brush. I do that, So yeah, these are just a little quick and easy fun project with they have a nice impact in a journal. So yeah. So anyway, it's kind of a cold day here in Montana. Our roads are terrible, so nobody's traveling. And so, yeah. Oh, I love this. This is cute. I like it. And then I'm going to mute you for a second, and I'm going to dry the front of this real quick, and then I can do the back. All right, so that is mostly dry, and then I can just do a touch of something over here on the back. Get rid of some of this excess white. And then you'll see I've got some edges here and stuff. And then after everything is fully dry, I will trim these up and rough up the texture a bit. And they'll be like, they'll just all fade right into the envelope like it was printed that way. So they turn out awesome. I love them. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside, and I'm going to move on to another one. I'm going to set that napkin aside as well. Okay, I love these birds. Let's see. How can I, excuse me. How can I break this up a bit? So I can use my birds separately. Okay. And I can combine. The great thing about napkins is you don't have to use a napkin as a whole. You can combine napkins together, which I think is what I'm going to end up doing here. Taking elements from multiple napkins for one of these. Okay, get those scraps off my desk. So see, I can take like this element here and put that element there, do something else over here, bring this one down and put it on this side over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that back first. And put this one here, down here. Had a bit excess there of the napkin, and I just didn't want that showing, so I'm just gonna get that out of there. Cute. Love that little bird. Okay, stop for a second. I'm gonna dry it. Okay, so I got that dried. And my napkin is stuck to my paper. Okay. And then this front, we're going to put this one on there. Dog hair. My dog's back in here. Nobody's home to babysit him, so he has to hang out in the shed with me today. Not that he hates it, but I think he would rather be inside curled up on a blanket on the couch versus curled up underneath my workspace. But he is on a blanket, and it's not like, you know, he is deprived of anything. He's literally right by the heater on a blanket, curled up, but he's a spoiled boy. Just going to clean up that edge a little bit there too. Love that. Love it. Okay. And then from that particular napkin, I don't know that there's really any other elements that I can use on this envelope in particular. So I might keep this envelope just fairly plain. I'm going to dry this again here real quick. Okay, so that is all dry. I'm going to buzz in here real quick and just cut those edges off. And yeah, once I get done doing all the magic, that's going to be great. So we're going to set that aside. And then move on to another one here. This is a beautiful purple napkin. Oh, I love this napkin. Oh, how to pick the elements out of this one in particular. There's butterflies. There's a lot of things happening in this napkin. There's a lot of things happening. So let's see how I do here. Okay. Pretty. I'm actually gonna pick a bit of that darker purple out of there. Give it a more clean look here before I get to the glue here. All right. So yeah, these envelopes are just, I don't know, they're just a fun, quick mass make and decoupage. Decoupaging. Come on, Cooper. It was nobody. It was just somebody driving by. It's okay. Come lay down. So crazy thing happened today, you guys. Not even kidding. So I was sitting having lunch talking to my daughter on the phone. This is insane. And there was this huge thud-like explosion, and my whole house was rattling from like the bottom up. It was like this vibratory explosion. And this was just a couple hours ago. And I was talking to her, and then my phone shut off, and I started, and it was just crazy. I jumped up, my dog leapt off of the couch, and I either thought somebody hit my house, or my house was exploding, my furnace was gonna explode or something. And then my neighbor called to find out if I had felt anything, and I'm like, yes. And you guys, come to find out, I'm in Montana, okay? I'm in Montana. We had a 4.1 magnitude earthquake hit, and the epicenter of the earthquake was less than 3 miles from us as the crow flies. It was absolutely insane. I have never experienced that before. And so, yeah, that was like a really crazy, scary moment. I honestly, I did. I thought my furnace had just started its cycle to kick on. And I thought, oh my gosh, did I have a gas leak or something, and my furnace was going to explode on me? And no, it was an actual earthquake. Oh, gotta let my dog out. Hang on. It was dense, buddy. Yeah. You don't need to go out. So yeah, I survived an earthquake today, guys. I would never have thunk it in all of my life. Never, ever, ever would I have thought that I would be dealing with an earthquake. Granted, I live in Montana, and we live, 50 miles from Yellowstone National Park, but whoever would have thunk that I would have that happen. So anyway, that was my exciting, crazy news for today. Hang on, got to dry this one. All right, so that is dry, and now we're going to put this on the back, I decided. Oh, my dog is barking at the cows. Don't ask me why. The cows are doing nothing but standing at the fence looking at him, and I guess he just thinks they are bothering him. I don't know. So if you hear him, I'm sorry. It's my dog. It's my dog being nuts to the cows. I about did it again. I about put my water pin in the glue. Jeez. Tell I'm scattered. I'm still rattled. I'm still rattled from the earthquake, guys. Oh, what a day. What a day it has been, I tell ya. I never did figure out what's going on with my YouTube channel and why my videos are not uploading without sound. I've tried 5 different videos today, and nothing is working. So I'm going to video, and I guess we'll see if these ever make it to air. Oh, I love that. So pretty. Okay, gonna dry. Hang on. Okay, all right. So that is dry, and that is dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just set that aside with the other one there. And then I'm going to come back to this envelope, or to this napkin, with another envelope. Now it looks like I need to do a quick glue. Sometimes when you copy dye your envelopes, they will come apart, and it's not really a big deal at all. You just add that extra hit of glue there, and they are good as new. So yeah, all right. All right, this one, this has got a lot of beautiful elements that we can pull from. I love the hummingbird separately. So I think I'm going to take it out on a hole. Make sure that I get his little sugar sucker in there correctly. I'm sure they have a, like, I'm sure they have a specific actual name for that, but I'm calling it and maybe it's a beak, I don't know, but I'm calling it its sugar sucker. So yeah, that's what it is to me. All right, so I'm going to put this one right here. Don't want that flap to cover it, so I need to drop it down a hair. Gosh, my struggle's real here, guys, with my little hummingbird and his little hummer. All right. Okay. Trim a bit of that away. Sometimes I find it easier to clean these up when they've got the gesso on them, just because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why, but I find that sometimes it's just easier to clean up those edges when I've got the gesso on the edge. And then let's see, he needs a pretty little flower to be tasting. Do I have, let's see, I am actually gonna take this little purple one here out of this napkin for my little hummingbird guy to be savoring his little nectar from. Maybe like so. All right, I like that. Okay, I'm going to dry this real quick. I'll be right back. All right, so that is dry there. And then we're going to go back to our napkin here. And I think I want these pink flowers coming down from the top of my envelope. Okay. I'm going to put that there. Might need to do a bit of background trim here. Okay. Most important thing is to get that where it needs to go, and then the rest of this just falls into place. And then as you go, you want to mostly start from your center and work your way out, so then everything lines up right. Okay. Again, I think I'll clean a bit of this out of there. I know I probably should just do a better job of doing it when I'm taking it out, but okay, I'm gonna dry. Hang on. Okay, so we have this one here, front and back, and we have this one here, front and back. And we have this beautiful bee one. I'm going to do a quick trim now that it's dry, and I can trim this up here. All right, so then we have this cute little bee one. And then we have this orchid and with the hummingbird. And now, when you know that these are completely dry, and you need to make sure that they are completely dry, you take a nail file. Mine is literally a tropical shine file from like the beauty supply store. And I hate the sound, so I know you guys probably do too, but I'm going to just demonstrate real quick. And you just sand these down. And basically what that does is it takes away any of that napkin texture. And it makes it feel just like it is a part of the envelope, like it was made there. And so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause this while I sand all these down, because I hate listening to it on other people's videos, and so I will not make you listen to it on mine. So I'll be back after I do the sanding. Okay, so I am back and I have sanded those, and they literally just look and feel as if they were a part of these envelopes, like they were printed that way. I love this technique from Andrea. And one of the other things to keep in mind when you are using the file on your envelopes, make sure that you don't file too hard, because you can file a hole in your envelope, especially around your edges and things like that. So you want to make sure that you are firm, but not too much pressure. So anyway, so then we've got these 4 done, and I'm going to go ahead and stop for now, and then I'll come back and we will decorate these up and get them ready to go in some of our journals. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that you will like, subscribe, and at some point maybe even feel comfortable sharing my channel with others. That would make me feel very blessed, and I would be so appreciative. So thank you so much. I look forward to the next time that we get together for a little craft and chat. Happy week to you guys. Happy crafting.